All right, y'all. So we got some MAGA on MAGA violence to talk about here. So as you all know, J.D. Vance came out the other day and he said, killing cartel members who poison our fellow citizens is the highest and best use of our military. And then Brian Krasenstein basically responded to him and said, well, these are innocent civilians of a foreign country, and what you're describing means no due process, and it's a war crime. And so then he responded to that and said, I don't give a shit what you call it. So here you have the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. Apparently J.D. stands for Just Do, and his last name is War Crimes. Just openly celebrating war crimes, openly bragging about war crimes, about murdering innocent fishermen on a fucking dinghy that they lie about and say they're narco-terrorists. Well, guess what? We were able to find one Republican who actually is disgusted by this. And you're not going to be surprised to learn which one it is. So Senator Rand Paul, who's libertarian-ish, he quote tweets J.D. Vance and says the following. J.D., I don't give a shit Vance, says killing people he accuses of a crime is the highest and best use of the military. Did he ever read To Kill a Mockingbird? Did he ever wonder what might happen if the accused were immediately executed without trial or representation? What a despicable and thoughtless sentiment it is to glorify killing someone without a trial. Well, that's exactly right, Rand Paul. That's exactly right. And thank you for busting this motherfucker up. But I do have to say, what did you think you were signing up for with MAGA? What did you think you were signing up for? Did you have no idea that Trump's first raid as president, his first military raid, killed a young American girl? It was a raid that was viewed as so dangerous and so unlikely to succeed that Barack Obama rejected it. Trump greenlit it. It was his first military action. He increased drone strikes over 400%. Civilian death rate skyrocketed in Afghanistan under Trump. He bombed Syria, bombed Somalia, increased the Pentagon budget every year, tried to coup Venezuela in the first term. So what did you think? You were signing... Trump pardoned Blackwater war criminals who partook in the Nisour Square massacre and gunned down innocent Iraqis. They were locked up for that. Trump pardoned those people. What did you think you were getting from this regime? Now, I don't want to be too hard on Rand, because at least he's speaking out now, right? I'm sure Thomas Massey's also against this, but I don't know if he said anything against it. I'm not sure he has. But Rand Paul's doing his best to fucking alienate himself, isolate himself from MAGA, as one should. As one should. And so I think the reason why he's doing this, I really believe this too, is that his dad is Ron Paul. And Ron Paul is a true dyed-in-the-wool libertarian. And he's actually anti-war, and he's actually pro-civil liberties. And he's very doctrinaire. And so I think that clearly Ron Paul's moral code, even though Rand Paul's not as libertarian as his dad, it clearly rubbed off on him at least a little bit. And so, bragging about committing war crimes is just a bridge too far. To Rand Paul, if you're going to do war crimes, at least shut the fuck up about it. Or at least fucking... dot your I's and cross your T's and have a better line of bullshit you sell. That's not, hey, we don't give a shit who we're killing. We don't care. Because if the shoe was on the, how would they fucking react? How would J.D. Vance react? How would Donald Trump react if Maduro lit up some dinghy fishing boat off the coast of the U.S. and killed 11 American citizens? How would Trump and J.D. Vance react? Trump might actually press the big red button, bro. He might actually nuke these motherfuckers. But this is who we're ruled by. We're ruled by, total fucking cretinous, sadistic Satanists who, unironically, love violence and death as long as it's being done to the others, as long as it's being done to brown people. That's where we are. So, unfortunately, I don't think this is evidence of a broader rift in MAGA. I think you have J.D. Vance. I think you have Thomas Massey, because of their libertarianism or libertarianishism. That will lead them to every now and then occasionally sort of break with the White House. But where are the rest of them? We literally found 2 Republicans in all of DC who are like, I'm not with that. Mass murder. This is how low the bar is, y'all. This is how much we've fallen as a country. That mass murder of innocent people is viewed as like, you got tepid agreement from virtually every Republican in D.C. except maybe Massey, and we don't know because he hasn't said anything, and Rand Paul. And that's it. And even the Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries has said dick about this. Chuck Schumer has said dick about this. Rand Paul is actually the most vocal one. I think Nancy Pelosi said something against it, and Rand Paul said something here. I haven't seen much of anything from anybody, even the good Congress people, right? So it's just crazy to me that people are not like on top of these issues that they need to be on top of. We have the second most powerful man on the planet is now fucking bragging about doing war crimes and acting like it's based. And you got a bunch of right-wing cretins online fucking celebrating it and acting like this was an epic own from J.D. Vance. And it's like, really? Is this how far this country's fallen? Where, like, it's a fucking whimper against these absolute terrorists beating their chests and just ecstatic at the fact that they're lighting up innocent people? Is this how low we've fallen? Is this where we're at now as a country? So, anyway, everybody needs to grow a spine. The media needs to grow a spine and talk about this like it is what it is. Every Democrat should be screaming about this, against it. And it's a shame that there's probably only one or two maximum voices that are MAGA or MAGA adjacent that will say anything. It just goes to show you this truly is a personality cult. This is so far above and beyond like ideology and politics. It's a total fucking personality cult. And this motherfucker knows he can get away with whatever the fuck he wants to get away with. Trump, I mean. And J.D. Vance is his chief little sycophant bitch. And so he gets the protection of the Don himself, of the mafia cult, death cult leader himself. And here we are. The year is 2025, and now international law doesn't even exist anymore. The Geneva Conventions is irrelevant. The Nuremberg tribunals basically never fucking happened. The ICC is blown off and viewed as ridiculous. The ICJ, same fucking thing. And it's might makes right. It's law of the jungle. And now, anything and everything is fair game. This is where we are. And these people brought this hell world upon us. That's the show, y'all. I love y'all very much. Everybody, please do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel. I would deeply, deeply appreciate that. You can support the show on Patreon, too. Remember, there's real independent media. I've never talked to an advertiser, never done an ad read. Very proud of that fact. No dark money coming into this show. Never is, never was, never will be. That's how we roll. And so thank you for all the support on Patreon. You can also support Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. And you can go subscribe to the Corin's World YouTube channel tonight, y'all. Tonight we are live. Kyle and Corin, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time is when we're going to try to go live. Corin's World. Go subscribe there. Come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. Hey, y'all. Do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.